Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Bianca. Today we are going to work on a costume that we made a while back, or a prop. A little bit ago, I made this Energizer bunny costume, or prop. I have to actually call them props instead of costumes. But this costume piece is a drum, and I've decided that I want to repurpose this into a new costume prop. If you'd like to know how I made this, I'll put that video in a card up here or here. I don't remember where it goes, but you'll see it in one of these areas. Or you could see it in the description box below. I'll make sure to link it so that you can make one yourself. But this is gonna be the base of our costume. I'm also going to repurpose the moth eyes that I made but didn't even use for my moth costume. I'm going to reuse this. This is a styrofoam ball that was cut in half. So I'm going to take the plastic bag off of this one and we're gonna paint these. So what I'm gonna make is one of my favorite treats when I go to a grocery store and they have it. I try to get at least one because I absolutely love it. And it's a treat called Paleta Payaso. It's a marshmallow covered in a chocolate coating because it doesn't taste like chocolate, but it's a chocolate coating with little gummy eyes and a gummy mouth. And I just love it. So I thought that I can repurpose this guy over here and make it into a Paleta Payaso. So let me just start cleaning up this area and get started. All right, so now that I have my table set up, what I'm going to do is start taking off some of these, well, my straps that I had for it. If I can take them off easily. So what I'm gonna do is use some of this paint that I have. I have some brown paint. I got it at half off at the one of the home improvement stores. Wow. And I also got this one. They're dusty. This I had used for one of my costumes for the Mrs. Pac-Man costume. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen her. But I'm going to use this for my eyes, then this one for the base because it's chocolate. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the eyes because that's just the easiest thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and start painting that. All right, now that we have the eyes, I'm gonna set these up on the side and start working on the actual piece. You know, the one thing that I wish I could do is make one of these areas a little bit more bulbous because the paleta has, you know, it's like a half circle, so it's a bit of a dome on this side. But I wanted this to be kind of like a quicker make. And if I had to do that, I may have to do like, I could do paper mache, or I could do something like filling it up and then covering it all in fabric. So these are just some ideas for you if you decide to do it that way. I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this and then, you know, glue it on there. But one thing I do want to make is make it look as if somebody has taken a bite into it, because I love these little paletas and I always just devour them. So I want to make it look like that. So what I'm going to do is work on figuring out like a bite mark and draw it on here and cut that piece off. So let's do that. Since I already cut the teeth out, I'm trying to figure out how to put the marshmallow section inside. So this is going to be marshmallow. Doesn't necessarily have to be exactly like the teeth marks, but I kind of want it to be. So I'm just trying to get some glue in there to make at least the tips of where it starts to stay. And then the other one, we can just leave it as is. If you've had a Paleta Payaso before, you know exactly what I mean when it doesn't mirror the bite mark doesn't show exact how you did it. But I'm gonna just try to do a little something here. Okay, so while that is drying, I have to figure out where, oh, that's cute, how I'm gonna do the head placement. So I kind of want the bite to be over on this side. In that video that I showed how to make this, I had said that you can leave an opening so that if you want to put your candy in there, that would be super cute. So I left it open, but now I need to open it a little bit more for my head. So I'm just gonna do that. I can't really see it, so you'll see it. And I hope it fits because I don't think my head is that narrow, but we'll see. Or you'll see because I won't be able to see. Oop. Is it breaking? Maybe. Oh, this isn't a good idea. Okay. So, oh, you can probably hear that I am breaking this open because it does not fit me. Okay. So it'll be something like this. Was this a bad idea? Maybe.
I thought either way I want them to be. It'll be kind of like this. Okay. That's way up there. That's okay.
Alright, so if you saw or heard, my head is too big for this piece. And that's because I made a drum. I didn't make it specifically for my head. So what I recommend is when you make this, make sure that it is going to fit, you know, your head and not be destroyed. But what I did is basically, oops, gonna be a mess in here. But basically it just opened it up, like I opened my piece up so that my head could fit in there. But it's all right, we'll just keep going, and if it doesn't work out as an actual like costume piece, it'll just be a big Paleta Payaso. That's okay. This is gonna be fine. So I'm gonna keep going. I think what I'm gonna do now is just paint the chocolate part. So I'm gonna paint over this. Yeah, because now that I'm thinking about it, how am I gonna see through it? I could put some mesh, like a red mesh for the mouth. I obviously didn't think this through. If you wanted to use this as a headpiece, you would have to cut open the mouth section and see through the mouth. I'll put a little drawing of what I was envisioning. So right here, I'm just cutting some insulation tubing that I had left over from my piranha plant and painted it red. If you had a red pool noodle, that would function as well. I painted the inside of the paleta. I painted it white to simulate the marshmallow. And then I just glued everything together on my piece. All that was left was to grab my PVC pipe and use this as a prop. So this is the final little prop. You know that it wasn't what I originally wanted. I really wanted this to be on my head, and I was able to put it on my head, but it had to be sideways because it fits this way, but it didn't the other way. So I am still thinking of making it a little bit bigger to show you how I would make that, but if I do it maybe a short, I'm not sure. Either way, I think this looks really cute. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like and consider subscribing to see more videos like this one. If you make this, please make sure to share it with me on Instagram. I always love seeing your makes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. I really like how that looks.